probably close to 4 years with GroundCloud. We started with the basic route optimization, moved into safety, time and the time cards and time and attendance type of services as well. And so at that point, I was looking for a payroll alternative too that would pull it all together and allow me to pay my employees with some flexibility there as well. And I was using GroundCloud for everything else, just about for my employees. And I needed better record keeping. I needed to be able to pull data in. We were actually making a few mistakes and looking at our time and attendance was not as effective. We weren't utilizing it as well. And so we wanted to make sure everything was streamlined. The process was streamlined. We could pull the data in from FedEx that we could provide to GroundCloud about stops that my drivers were doing. And it allowed us to pay bonuses as well based on the thresholds that they were exceeding in the event that they do. I want to be able to provide them very good compensation if they're doing going that extra mile to help the company. So this was a good way of doing that. The data was already there. It was just getting it into a payroll system, and why not GroundCloud since it was there, and it just naturally pulls it in. It eliminates a lot of the redundancy and effort to get the information from one place to another. So I like that concept, and we're early adopters. We've been doing this a few weeks now, and it seems to be working exactly like we need it right now. That all of the drivers were already using the other side of GroundCloud. So it was really just they needed to go in and add to their profile the basic information of W-4s. We're in Alabama, so an A4. So that data is there to make sure that their taxes are calculated correctly. And I retain access to the information. It is stored out in GroundCloud, so therefore it's even a better records keeping tool for me, especially since I might be in one location operating the business and then have to go to another location. If I have to look up any information from the payroll standpoint, it's already there out on the cloud. So as far as the drivers go, I didn't get any complaints that this is too difficult or whatever. They can enter their bank account information, direct deposit, all of that as well. We are operating on a daily rate, so the driver's paid on a day per day that they work, plus a threshold bonus. And the calculations of those numbers we're getting, it's relying on humans make errors, and we were having every week an error that would require us to run another supplemental payroll to make sure that person is compensated fairly. So we want to keep the morale up within our organization. So compensation is obviously one of those ways of doing that, and accurate compensation is even what we were striving for. We definitely had some issues in that calculation when we were doing it on our own. The nicest part of this is to pull it all together as one solution to manage your business as a FedEx contractor. And it gives you the opportunity to provide the important things of route optimization, safety, time and attendance, payroll in one application. You don't have to go out to 4 different providers. You've got one solid provider that's providing all of those. And that in itself is a benefit to me, just because I don't have the time to go and research and do so many different things for so many different providers of services to my company. I value a good relationship with each provider that I use. It just makes it easier when it's one provider providing those particular services.